Okay, we're looking pretty raunchy right now. We're getting ready to go to the spray tanner. This is going to be a first for me, first for her. So we have no makeup on, hair all nasty. What we're going to do is tan and then show you the results when we first come out. But it's a gradual process and the tan develops throughout the day. So we'll check back in throughout the day and show you how our tan is looking. So we'll be back. Well, apparently you have to sign your life away, sign on a dotted line, give your firstborn child your driver's license and all your information just to get a spray tan. So we were unable to go in and do the spray tan. We will be going back in just a little bit. But remember, folks, you owe them your firstborn child just to get a spray tan. Who would have thought?
Okay, so good morning, everybody. As you've seen in the first two clips, my daughter and I decided to go and do the spray tan. You're probably wondering, why the hell is she doing a video on spray tan? I mean, spray tans are all over the world and millions of people do them, right? And you're going to do a video on spray tan. Well, the reason why is because everyone has a different outcome. Everyone has a different experience. And this was my very first time. Yes. Yes, I'm pushing 50 and this is the first time I've ever done the spray tan. And not to jump down a bunch of rabbit holes, but I'll explain why I decided to try the spray tan. So, you know, I grew up in the 80s and I worshiped the sun, you know, the baby oil with the iodine, you know, the little mirror, you know, out there in the sun every day, every weekend as a teenager. A nice tan body, blonde hair, you know. But, and as I got older, I'm a total outdoor person. So fishing, camping, at the lake all the time. And I never even thought about using sunscreen, ever. I mean, I think a lot of us growing up in the 70s and 80s, we felt the same way. No one, you know, you see the copper tone baby with the pants being pulled down and a little white butt running down the beach, you know, back in the 80s. Yeah, so you never really thought about that kind of stuff. So flash forward to now, you know, I'm in like my early 40s, camping on the lake, fishing all day long, just getting burnt up, shoulders all burnt, body all burnt, face all burnt, getting tan every year, same, you know, same as always. And one day I discovered this little spot that was like on the side of my nose right here. And you know, my editing skills suck, so I'm gonna attempt to insert a photo. Now, if the photos don't insert and my editing skills suck, I'll kind of like just throw them at the end, so then you just keep watching the video till you get to the end and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I had this little spot on the side of my nose. It was no big deal, just kind of looked like a discoloration, and then it sort of started to turn red and peel, and then it was stinging. It kept stinging. Like when I would wash my face, it would sting. So I get anxieties over health issues super easy. So I went to my doctor and I'm like, what is this little spot right here? Well, you know, they're like, it's whatever, you know. Well, I kept complaining about it because it would sting. And so they sent me to a dermatologist who said that it was sun damage and that it's like it could be precancerous, where if you didn't take care of it and it grew and it got out of control, that it could turn into cancer. So they froze it off. So I'm also going to insert that photo here. If it doesn't come up, it'll be at the end. So they did the freezing thing, and then I went through the stages where over a couple of days it scabbed up, blah blah blah, and then after about a week, 2 weeks, it was completely gone. So it was right here. It has never come back, and that was, I want to say that was like, it's going on a year now. So yeah, so I made a conscious decision at that point, simply because I get anxiety over things like that, to not go in the sun anymore and to always use some type of SPF. I take my skincare extremely important, I don't use any store-bought chemicals for my face. I use coconut oil, almond oil, um, even avocado oil. Yes, I use oils on my face, and no, you do not break out and get zits. Just make sure that your oils that you're using on your face are virgin oils. Virgin cold pressed coconut oil and virgin, all your oils are virgin. So let's skip past all this little mumble jumble and let's move on to the tanning spray. Okay, so you get in the booth and you got to stand like this with your fingers kind of like this and out like this, so that you don't get like little white streaks. They give you a barrier cream that you put on your palms, and you can put on the bottom of your feet and in like on the tops of your toes and on the tops of your like fingernails or your finger whatever. So you stand like this, and then the spray. We were naked. Yes, you get in naked. Not together, but you're in this naked. You can wear your bathing suit, but the spray will it will stain anything you're wearing. Okay, so then it passes you, and then you get turned to the side like this, and then it passes you again. You turn the side like this, and it passes you again, and then you do your back. Then it passes you 4 more times with air. So it's to dry you all up and dry all that spray so that you can get out and put your clothes on. So when it was all done, one of my arms still felt wet. And if you're wet and you put your clothes on, that area is going to get blotchy and nasty. So, I'm trying to get it dry before I get my clothes on. So, and then the ride home and for like the next few hours, I just felt real sticky and stuff like that. So apparently the tan gradually throughout the day, I think they said approximately 4 hours, your tan will develop. And you're not supposed to take a shower and get wet or anything like that or go swimming. So this was yesterday, and yesterday was Saturday, and I was going to go out that night with my friends, so I could not take a shower. Yes, don't tell anybody I didn't take a shower. But I did. I did wash my hair. So what I did was I flipped upside down in the bathtub and washed my hair, and here's where the issue came in. So the water ran down my arm, and I tried to, when I was all done, I tried to, pat it all so that it wouldn't like take the stuff off and then be like blotchy, but it's probably super hard to see, but oh, you can see it. So see, there's where the water ran down my arm, and then oh yeah. So that doesn't look very good. Anyhow, so yeah, so it ran down my arm, and look at my elbows. I think it turned out pretty good on like my face and my chest. My face actually looks like I got a tan. I have no makeup on. I just washed my face. It's early in the morning. I washed my face. So I do think like my face and like my shoulders and everything turned out really good. But I think the reason why it got so ruined is because it's because I washed my hair and I got the water all over me and stuff. It was $32. It was $32 to go into the spray tan, and my honest opinion about it is that I don't think it was worth $32. Because even though I look like I got a little bit of color, the rest of my body, it's like, I'm not going to get up and show you the rest of my body, but it does not really look like it took. Like my legs are still, like skeleton white. Like my calves and my legs, they still are like white. And so it didn't really look like it took. And maybe the reason why it took better up here is because it's your positioning is really important when you're inside the spray tan. So I think I had the tendency to, I wanted my face to look tan. So I think I had the tendency to like lean in forward like this. So maybe that's why I got more here and look more tan in this, you know, like I really do look like I have gotten out in the sun. But, you know, my daughter's not here right now and she did this with me. And I really, you know, by the time I left to go out last night, I didn't really see a whole lot on my daughter. Maybe a little bit on her face too. But just honestly, I do not feel like the spray tan was worth it. I really don't. So not $32. And then on top of that, they tell you that it only lasts 5 to 7 days. And then, you know, your skin starts to slough and peel. You peel and regenerate and new skin cells every day. And so what the heck? Yeah, so the tan only lasts 5 to 7 days depending on your skin's cell turnover. So you literally would have to technically go back to the spray tan booth once every 2 weeks. So you're looking at, you know, $65 a month just to have spray tan. And like in my experience, if you screw up and don't follow the directions of not getting wet for 24 hours, this is the kind of stuff you'll risk. You know, look at that. That's just simply from the water running down my arms from trying to wash my hair. Yeah, so that's it. Just a little talk on spray tan. All right, guys. Bye.